Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. I'm your host, Dr. Ice. We're here with round 10 of the Slide Job Motorsports NASCAR series here at Road America. And it is America Week. So you'll see a lot of freedom-themed liveries on the racetrack today. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear up my screens. Alrighty, first things first, let's go over our point standings. So, after Sebring Short last week, and a last second pass by, I believe it was Swarm of Bees. Let me actually go ahead and turn this up just a little bit. There we go. After a last second pass from Swarm of Bees, let's see. So we have Taysbot in first place with 337 points. Ghost X Reaper 617 with 271 points. We got Lear with, SDR Lear with 266. Dubs 1775 with 260. Mythical Nub with 218. That is your top 5. Your top 10 is Visible Rocket 209. SJM Zodiac 193. PRG Black with 191. Lion Mane 85 with 160, and Ace on 240 HPS with 151. So our race winner last week was Arrow Bibu. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but believe they are in here as Swarm of Bees. Swarm of Live Bees, there they are. So let's go ahead and take a look at the qualifying so far. We have about 5 minutes to green flag. Okay, that is muted. It's driving me nuts. Just go ahead and do not disturb for 8 hours. Thank you. Let's see, we have Taysbot. Current points leader here, 1 minute .08 or 1 minute .830. Valhalla with a 1 minute 1081. Reckless with a 101 165. Ghost Reaper with a 101 182. Swarm of Live Bees with a 101 193. Zodiac with a 101 426. Chris Ruiz with a 101 65 plus 2 6. Snipe X Killa with a 101 689. Lear with a 101 695, and BTR Smokey rounding out your top 10 with a 101 792. Still waiting on a couple people to finish up qualifying, so we will allow them a couple minutes to go ahead and finish up. I'm gonna finish a fruit parfait cup that I have up here with me, and I'm actually just gonna click over into the live, and so you guys can't just sit here and watch me eat. But I will be here, be in the chat. I'll just periodically mute my mic, and see who we got in the chat. All right, well that took no time at all, but yeah, looks like we're waiting on 3 people to finish up quali. Waiting on Dubs, DMS Dan, and Visible Rocket here. I'm going to click Ready Spectate so I'm not left behind when we take the grid. Starting order hasn't changed too much, and it looks like a pretty tight grid. At least from third on back. Oh, and I should mention this is Road America East. So we won't have the rest of the road course. They'll go through turn 1, turn 2, go all the way across the circuit to the final 2 corners, the final corner of Road America Actual, and then come right back down the straightaway. So there's going to be a lot of passing opportunity, and oh, I don't even have my camera up. There's going to be a lot of passing opportunity on the straightaways, a lot of drafting, and hopefully we don't see anybody get absolutely punted. So yeah, we're gonna brace for impact here at Road America East as soon as wow, my sync is all over the place. There we go. As soon as we get everybody readied up, we should have a pace car driver. Let me see who's in the pace car. So that would be DMS Dan in the pace car, driving the official Slide Job Motorsports Chevrolet Corvette here. And you can just see the freedom from the paint jobs that we're able to see here. Robert Voice Axe, Gen 3 LS, Adam LZ5, got a little Marines paint job here from BTR Smokey, got another American flag from Lear Art, National Debt Relief number 11, good old Jeff Gordon paint job here. A pretty interesting paint by Tazebot as well, but we should be going green flag here momentarily. Let's check on the rest of the field. Still waiting on 2 people to go ahead and qualify, and then we will be ready to rock and roll. If you are lurking in the chat, please let me know. Say hi. Don't be shy. I'm not gonna bite, so. Alrighty, practice is over. we're gonna get the grid rocking and rolling here, and we'll be underway for round 10 here with Slide Job Motorsports. This will be a 187 mile race here, or East Route 187. So the starting here, and I'll get my face off the screen. "21 drivers, well, 20 minus the pace car, of course. Oh, Taysbot's getting dragged all over the place. Oh, I guess he's starting at the back of the grid. Okay. Not sure if there was a penalty associated with that. But it looks like we have everyone ordered and ready to rock and roll as we watch 20 drivers take on Road America East here. Austin, how's it going? Welcome in. Appreciate you tuning in, and also thanks for the follow there, buddy. We're getting ready to go green momentarily. One second. Forgot today was going to race, figure out what time it was. Gotcha. Let me figure out what's going on with the lobby. Alright, so they're just waiting on somebody to join up in Discord. We were not stuck, thank the Lord. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these, well, we'll have a page. Wow, that is aggressively American there. Yeah, we'll get a look at some of these, paints, on the pace lap, but let's see. Forgot today. It's going to race, and I figure out what time it was. Oh, I gotcha. Alrighty. So we go ahead and load in. And here we are. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look at let's go take a look at this pace car we have. Nice little official Slide Job Motorsports pace car. Let's take a look at our first row. So we have Valhalla PD in the Tootsie's Orchid Lounge number 99. Reckless 5518 in the very aggressively American Jeff Gordon DuPont Chevrolet. Ghost Reaper in the one second, I just had this open. In the Apex Velocity Motorsports, oh lord. In the Apex Velocity Motorsports number 13 Monster Ford Mustang. Chris Ruiz. SJM Zodiac. Swarm of Live Bees here in the Team America World Police. The Team America World Police, number 27. Lear art here. Sorry, I'm trying to roll through these so I can get these all shown off on stream. Good old Spice, Waterford, the number 97 Night Kids Mobile, Gen 3 LS, and the United States Army, Cleus McFarland themed paint job. As we're gonna go to our leaders as we get ready to take the green flag here. That Camaro is definitely not a kilometer fan. Arcadia, how's it going? Welcome in. And we have the green flag. Here, round 10 of Slide Job Motorsports, Forced Stock Tune NASCAR Series. So we're expecting all kinds of carnage here in the first corner, and it looks like everybody gets through, with the exception of Robert Voisax, and it looks like another car, Boss Racer Pro, get through unscathed here. And maybe another car, Dub 1775, dropping back just a tad as well. We're going to go ahead and get back up to our lead pack, led by Valhalla, followed closely behind by Reckless and Ghost Reaper coming through turn 4 here. It's going to be a lot of drafting here, which is definitely going to close the gap quite a bit, as these guys are absolutely flying. Already a battle for second place as Reckless and Ghost Reaper go two double file into turn 1. Reckless losing a position. Oh no, we have a car off. That is Chris Ruiz was shunted off of turn 1 here. As we watch Ghost Reaper quickly close in on Valhalla PD. We have another car stopped. It looks like Boss Racer Pro is stopped between turns 1 and 2, kind of going backwards. Coming through turn 4, Ghost Reaper absolutely hanging the tail end of that Mustang out to try and keep that gap to Valhalla PD to a minimum. As we see the field starting to spread out just a little bit here, as there's another pass. Zodiac going up the inside of Reckless for P3. See if he can hold on to that position. Reckless looking to the inside, kind of forces Zodiac wide a bit. Definitely see a move from Reckless here at the end of the backstretch and into turn 3 here. Reckless moving around, trying to find room behind him. Will opt out of making a move here on Zodiac, and we have a lead change. And some action here is the number 1 of Robert Voisax will be the first one to go a lap down on lap number 4. Disastrous race for Robert Voisax here as Valhalla fakes a move to the inside of turn 1. Oh, this is about to get dicey here, and it looks like they got around Robert Voisax pretty easily here, as Robert, as you see, diving to the outside to let the rest of the field come through. Let's get back on our leaders. The battle for the lead here already raging on. Lap 5, Valhalla faking a move to the inside, trying to unsettle Ghost Reaper into turn 3. Doesn't quite work out as both of them catch the grass and Valhalla's off. That'll cost him 1 or 2 positions, as he's going to have to yield to get back onto the racing surface. So that is unfortunate for Valhalla. Just barely pushing too much over into the grass. So Ghost Reaper is going to have some breathing room up front. But let's check on the fastest driver. Oh lordy. Okay, that is definitely a paint. Tazebot opting to start last. Currently in 13th, already up from 20, we'll call it 20th minus the pace car, as he has a lot of ground to cover for that top 10 or even a top 5 or a pole position finish here at Road America. Let's check in on some battles. Looks like Valhalla's caught back up to the rear bumper of Leerart and will be looking to make a move here. Maybe not in turn 1, thinking about it. No move from Valhalla this time by. But we will definitely see a move on Valhalla here. So he gives him a little bit of space to get on the power a little earlier than Leerart, and will ride the draft all the way down through the backstretch here, that potentially look to move to the inside of Leerart through the kink. There it is, absolutely sending it over the bumps. Hopefully he didn't overcook the corner. Keeps it on the track this time, gets a clean pass on Leerart for P3. Now with a 1 second gap to second place there of Zodiac, it's going to be difficult for him to get that time back. As you see, Leerart not happy about that turn 3 move, will send it into the inside. Turn 1, oh no, clips the quarter panel of Valhalla, sends him off the track. Doesn't seem to yield the position just yet, but here comes Reckless 5518 to capitalize on that move, and it looks like Leerart will ultimately yield that position and actually end up losing 2 positions here, as they almost go 3 wide into turn 3. Reckless moving up into 4th position. Let's check on Swarm of live bees here. Oh no, getting sideways in the Team America World Police Ford. Bouncing off the limiter a little bit over the hill, which won't necessarily help their top speed here, as they have Smokey and Merle Dixon hot on their tail. No cautions yet. We're already 10 laps down here. Round 10, Road America East. Valhalla losing a 2.5 seconds on Zodiac here. Zodiac 3 seconds down from Ghost Reaper. Tazebot still stuck in 13th position. No help from the draft. No help from anybody for that matter. He just has to rely on raw pace to catch these drivers who are all in the draft and bump drafting. Looks like Waterford might have been on a collision course with the grass. You see these three are working together tremendously to go ahead and catch up to Adam LZ5 as wow. As Adam LZ's getting, no, that's Chris Ruiz with an insane run on the rest of the field here. And we are under caution after something happened. Might have missed it, but we are under caution here, so the majority of these drivers will be able to get a lap back. Yeah, pretty action-packed racing so far. Road America East, think of it as like an opposite oval. Instead of turning left, everyone's turning right. It's a road course technically, so we see the majority of the drivers here gonna try and get a lap back, hopefully in pit lane. There goes one there. That is Dubs 1775 getting a lap back. Ace on 240 going into the pit lane before they go ahead and get their lap back as well. A lot of ground to cover from these lapped cars, mostly due to some isolated racing incidents, as we see the majority of the field opting to go in. A bit of a fake by Reckless here to go ahead and rejoin in pole position, or in first place here. One of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars to not go in under this caution. We'll see how well that pays out for him here. It is very early on. Let's go. Come on, Smokey. Bing bong. How's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by and enjoying some aggressively American road racing here with Slide Job Motorsports. It is America Week, and there's a whole lot of freedom and a whole lot of miles. We're all out of kilometers here in the both on stream and in the lobby. So I think Robert Voisax still has another lap to gain. I think the field's gonna have to check up just a little bit to go ahead and pick up Robert Voisax here as they go ahead and double up. So I think that was Ace on 240 horsepower there. People, watch out for water. Yeah. Gonna not comment on that one, but anyway, looks like we are going to have a delayed restart, waiting on Robert Voisax. I think Robert Voisax and Ace on 240 to go ahead and catch back up to the grid. We are not, actually. We're going single file on the restart, as our pace car goes in. we'll get on board with Reckless here. Go back to our live camera. Single file restart here on lap number 12. Are we? No, the pace car had to make a pit stop. Interesting. Come on, Dan. Come on, brother. So the pace car was out of gas and had to stop for some fuel. No, he didn't. What is he doing? Oh, he's parking up. Okay. Makes sense. Alright, so now the field is going to double up. BTR Smokey here on the outside. Reckless opting for the inside line. Basing that, of course, off of the entry into turn 1. Even though Smokey is currently on the inside, Reckless, of course, wanting the best opportunity and the best shot to get through turn 1, as we are all formed up here. And we'll take the green flag on lap number 13. So we hear everybody shifting down into, I believe, first gear here for the restart. And away we go. Somebody's already forcing it 3 wide. That is Ghost Reaper. Jumping a couple of positions there. So we're going to look for any carnage that may happen here. Everybody gets through turn 1 unscathed. We're going to get back up to our leaders here of Reckless and BTR Smokey. Smokey going crazy into the dirt. Holds onto it, will lose a couple of positions here. Kind of overcooked the exit of turn 2 there, and will cost him a few positions. As we already have a pass for the lead, Ghost Reaper going airborne into the entry of turn 3, and here comes Merle Dixon right behind him. And Valhalla with a move on the inside of Reckless. 3 wide on the exit of turn 4, car halfway in the grass. Be forced to pull out of that one early on. It looks like James Dean has decided he's had enough here. Unfortunate turn of events for James Dean. As Ghost Reaper, Merle Dixon, and Snipe Killa here are top 3. Valhalla almost had a run there on the outside of turn 2. Looking to get around Snipe here. Snipe covering that far outside to maintain control of the inside of turn 3. Valhalla with a lunge across the outside and into the top 3. Tazebot looked to have been caught in a bit of an incident on track and is 28 and a half seconds down from 16th position. As Visible Rocket will jump into pit lane. Robert Voice Axe and Dubs here going 2 wide into turn 1. We're going to turn our attention back to our leaders. As Valhalla a second About a second and a third back from the leader there in the background, looking to close that gap. Saw we had a little bit of action back here. Yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness. Zodiac and Adam all trying to get into the same position there. Almost slung somebody into that inside wall of turn 3, and I think we have a spun car. We do not. We have a slow car, though, on the front stretch. Turn our attention back to the battle for third position between Chris Ruiz and Merle Dixon. Fifteen laps down. Plenty more to go here. Ghost Reaper, or I'm sorry, Valhalla already closing about a third of a second on Ghost Reaper here, so anticipate a pretty intense battle for the lead here. We're going to check back in on this freight train of cars. Oh, there's a move for... There's not. Thought there was a move. There's a stopped car. Gen 3 LS has gotten into the wall and is spinning. Potentially terminaled their car. We're going to quickly check damage. Yes, that car is absolutely rocked. Didn't quite catch what happened there. Looks like Zodiac and Smokey are going side by side into turn 1 for 8th. Zodiac barely holding on here as the rest of the field. Valhalla looks like he's gotten past Ghost Reaper with an insane slingshot on the back stretch. Ghost Reaper trying to work the inside as much as possible. Trying to hold on to Valhalla in the pace of that Chevrolet. We're just gonna watch these two run off from the rest of the field. Bit of action here in 4th place between Snipe and Reckless as they go side by side into turn 1. Snipe getting a little loose on the exit here. Oh no, and it's Reckless who gets loose in the exit, or the gets loose to the exit of turn 2. So we continue to watch these two battle it out. We're gonna see if there's a move for the lead in turn 3. There will not be. Get back with Chris Ruiz and a swarm of live bees moving up into 3rd position, leading this absolute freight train of cars behind them. In the post-race interview last week, we did learn it is a swarm of honeybees all wearing a trench coat. So, bit of a development on the lore of swarm of live bees here, as our leaders continue to just completely run off from the rest of the grid here. And Ghost Reaper's off in the grass and unfortunately will lose the draft to Valhalla. So both of these drivers are unfortunately now stuck in no man's land. So we turn our attention further back on the grid here. Chris Ruiz trying to line up a send from 3 zip codes back, decides against it. Zodiac with a pass on Reckless. Will hold the inside, giving plenty of room for Reckless on the exit, and Zodiac will move up into 7th position. 19 laps down here. Quite a bit of a shakeup from our starting grid. Valhalla continues to lead, followed by Ghost Reaper. Swarm of Live Bees up into third place. Zodiac trying to get past Snipe Killer here. You see just the speed differences. Zodiac up on two wheels for the braking zone of turn 3, and will get in front of Snipe Killer here, moving up into 6th place. It's a drag race down the start-finish stretch between Merle and Zodiac. Merle going around the outside to hold on to 4th place. But Chris Ruiz with a fantastic exit out of turn 2 and will retake 4th place. Both of these drivers trying to catch up to Swarm of Live Bees to turn this 2-way battle for 4th into a 3-way battle for 3rd place. Rounding the final turn here, Merle Dixon getting a bit into the grass. Might have lost a little bit of pace. And looks like has lost the draft from Chris Ruiz. Hoping to then catch back up to Chris Ruiz, or have Zodiac give him a little bit of a bump draft to catch him. Who's my pick for the win? Ooh, that's a good question. Valhalla's looking pretty strong. We're about a quarter of the way through right now. Ghost Reaper as well. Oh man, I don't know. Tazebot is the fastest car on the track right now, but is in 13th place. I think if there's a lot of cautions that come from this, I'm gonna go with Tazebot. But if there's not a lot of cautions that come from it, I'm gonna have to go with probably Valhalla. So we see the battle for 5th heating up here between Zodiac and Merle Dixon. Zodiac closing the distance relatively quickly on Merle. Now all Merle has to do is ride the bumper of Zodiac and mirror the braking points and just give bump draft to go ahead and get back up into fighting position with Chris Ruiz here, who's already about a second and a half back from Swarm of Live Bees. We're going to check up on our leaders, of course, as Valhalla will opt to pit. Ghost Reaper deciding against it. We're going to check fuel and tires of the grid. 22%. We're definitely going to be watching that front left and rear left. 60% fuel for Ghost Reaper. Believe all of these cars deciding to pit at the same time. Chris Ruiz a bit low on fuel at 30%. Rest of the drivers here opting for potentially a full fuel load here, as we saw Zodiac kind of go into the grass. Oh, I completely skipped over Smokey. 2.5% engine damage from BTR Smokey. I wasn't even checking for engine damage. Let me go back through and check everybody. No engine damage. Swarm of Live Bees here. No engine damage. Zodiac getting up into 3rd place. Looks like Chris Ruiz potentially made made a mistake coming out of turn 4 and cost them 2 positions. We are under caution. Taysbot up into 12th place. Definitely the car to watch, as everyone is going to go ahead and get their laps back under caution. Get their, get some fuel, get some tires, grab a drink, do whatever they need to, and get back at it, as we are almost to the 1/3 mark of the race. I'm going to take a quick voice break while we're under caution here. Let the field get back around to pit lane, and we'll kind of take a look at their pit strategies. Alrighty. Well, as we see, the majority of the field has pit, with the exception of Boss Racer Pro, Valhalla, and Waterfur. So Valhalla back up into the front row for the restart. Taysbot up into 11th place, as the field will slowly come out of pit lane. We're going to get back on board with our pace car, who is in between turns 1 and 2 here. We're going to check the fuel and tire on Boss Racer Pro, Valhalla, and Waterfur. I know we just saw Valhalla go into the pits, Boss Racer Pro opting not to on some not terribly worn tires, but definitely scrubbed. And there is Valhalla on some brand new tires and a bunch of fuel. Waterfur also opting not to pit. So we'll see how that goes for them. Swarm of Live Bees unfortunately dropping all the way back. All cars will be back on the lead lap following this caution. Swarm of Live Bees is going to have to hurry up here, as Waterfur pauses. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, not the honeybees. Honeybees in a trench coat is what I was informed talking with them yesterday. No, not yesterday. My lord. Last week. Not sure what happened with Waterfur, but okay. Let me go ahead and turn on the light in my office, and I will be right back. Probably have my intermission camera on as well. Interesting. Definitely curious what happened with Waterford here. They did take fuel and tires in the pits after they paused, by the looks of it, to get there. They will be back at the back of the grid. Taysbot 9th. Yep. Here comes Waterford coming back. Hang on. Waterford had worn tires and less fuel, and now interesting. Okay. He paused, lifted, then caught back up from what I saw. Yeah, he paused, went into, as we were taking green flag, he paused, went into the pits, took fuel and tires, and then came, oh no, somebody's loose. That's Boss Racer Pro's loose. Got spun. He definitely took fuel and tires on that pit stop. Yeah, paused, pitted, then caught back up from what I saw. Yeah. When he passed pit lane, when everyone else pitted. Interesting. All right. Anyway, so we're back with some green flag action. Unfortunately, watching Boss Racer Pro get absolutely spun there in the exit of turn 1. I'm actually curious. Okay. 28 laps down of 86 here. Your leader is, hello from the pace car, Dan. How's it going? Welcome in. I'm gonna DM you something real quick, Dan. Let me find you. I should have. So let's find a battle to focus on. So, oh goodness, there's carnage through turn 4. So we're gonna get back in. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Yeah, right. PTSD from 2 and 3, Sebring short on those 3 and 4. Yeah. Oh goodness gracious! There goes Chris Ruiz, going through the grass. So Merle Dixon will be safe in 6th position. Reckless getting by. So we're almost 3 wide here through turn 3. Ace on 240 getting a little crazy in the exit of turn 4. Excuse me. As it looks like a lot of people have checked up, and Swarm of Live Bees will get by Ace on 240. We're going to turn our attention to this battle for third place between Smokey and Taze. Taze all the way up from from ninth on that last restart. My goodness. It's absolutely flying in that car, looking to try and get by Smokey here. Will send it down the inside without any issues. Smokey trying to return the favor. A little bit of bumping, nothing crazy, just good hard racing here. As now it'll be a drag race between these two. Ghost Reaper trying to block both of them into turn one, and they will go 3 wide into the braking zone and out of the braking zone, as Smokey will pick up 2 positions. And here comes Taze all the way up into second place. Now the still getting into it just a little bit between these two, as Taze will have the draft of Ghost Reaper here. They are all over the place. Smokey not wanting to give up that position. He's got the draft in front, the bump draft behind from Zodiac. Oh, this is going to be a bloodbath of a corner. And they get through smoothly. Smokey getting a little loose on the entry of 3 and the exit of 4 here, as Taze is up into third position here. I believe right behind the his teammate of Ghost Reaper. So these two are definitely gonna try and work together to run down Valhalla as soon as they can get hooked up into the draft, which will be momentarily here, unless they decide to fight for position. But Ghost Reaper's currently 3.5 seconds back from Valhalla. We're gonna check on the rest of the field here. It looks like a battle for 7th. Smokey getting by Zodiac on turn 3. Looks like the outside, and Smokey trying to set up a switchback. Can't quite get it solidified. We're going to quickly check on the rest of the field here. Yeah, I noticed that as well there, Bing Bong. Smokey's definitely hard on the gas on the exit. It's not shy with getting the power down, that's for sure. Gen 3 LS opting to go into pit lane here on lap number 34. So we continue to watch him and Zodiac go after it. It almost looks like a dirt oval driver turning into a corner to try and get the tail end stepped out. That's almost what it reminds me of, as we have a bit of a drag race. Oh my goodness, a swarm of live NASCARs here. Massive battle for 6th place, as there are 4 cars all trying to fit into one position here. Ace on 240 dropping into the grass and will lose a position. Will get tucked back into the draft. We're definitely going to be taking a look into this. Looks like Tazebot has gotten past his teammate of Ghost Reaper up into 2nd place. 3.3 seconds to the leader. Oh, they're 3 wide on the exit of turn 3. Bit of pushing and shoving, as Swarm getting through there unscathed. Ace on 240 all over the tail end. Every driver here covering that inside line. should be swapping over to the racing line momentarily as Ace catches the grass on the braking zone, gets into the back of Chris Ruiz. And here comes Swarm to the inside of turn 2. Trying to keep it composed as they come through. Swarm definitely getting the better end of that deal. Not having to worry about the overrun into the grass, and will sail into 6th position. My goodness. Just a lot of carnage. Oh, somebody, I think that was Learard, almost got turned sideways. Ace's engine wear. Let's take a look. Still sitting on 0%. Which is interesting. Ace all over the bumper of Swarm of Live Bees to run away from this Hornet's Nest behind them of Merle Dixon, Learard, Reckless. I think Snipe is in that. Snipe is not, but Snipe has his own problems with Adam LZ5 right behind him. .37 laps in the books here. I'd like to again thank everybody for tuning in. Still got a long way to go. Still anybody's race at this point for round 10 of the Slide Job Motorsports NASCAR series. A little update on our top 3 here. So Ghost Reaper's gotten past his teammate Tazebot, at least for the time being, as they still try and run down Valhalla PD. Let's get a quick check on their lap times as we step through the field. They're definitely cooking it, as one would say. Tazebot setting a 101.233. Zodiac not far behind with a 102.062. Smokey with a 102.270. Swarm of Live Bees with a 101.4. Ace on 240 with a 101.576. Chris Ruiz with a 101.9 that last lap. Merle Dixon with a 101.86. 65 plus 2. Oh, that is not the button I wanted. That is. Merle might be setting up a move on Learard here. Reckless trying to get a piece of that action up onto 2 wheels. Taking a wide line into the grass, and unfortunately will lose position to Reckless here. So try to get back onto the circuit. Something happened. Okay, we're under caution here again. On lap 40. Almost to the halfway point here, ladies and gentlemen. Been a wild ride. Tased all the way up into the lead. Or at least the top 3. After starting at the back of the grid, having to fight through all of these drivers to get to where he is currently. We're gonna check some fuel and tires as we come through here. $25 and $53, okay. 25 and 58. 24 and 58. 24 and 58 as well. I think the majority of these drivers are going to be the same. There's BTR Smokey carrying a little bit of engine damage there. Hope Smokey and Valhalla get a good restart. Yeah, I do too. Swarm of live bees, and there's no point checking any more of this. We're gonna wait until everyone shuffles back. So Reckless, Merle, Adam, Snipe, I think Robert Voice-Ax, Boss Racer Pro, and Waterford already deciding to go into the pits. So only 4 cars deciding not to pit here. We're gonna check their fuel and tire to see how they are doing. 24 and 57. 25 and 56. 25 and 56. Adam LZ also carrying some engine damage, about 1%. And 27 and 54 for Snipe Killa. So we'll definitely be watching 5th, 6th, and 7th here on the restart. And 8th, or yeah, 5th through basically everybody, of course. But the lead pack of Valhalla, Ghost Reaper, Taze, Zodiac, and Smokey, be watching them to see how things go. I'm not sure how Waterford dropped all the way to the back again. Waterford will be catching back up to the grid. Give me control of the driver's list. Here we go, and we are underway here. Reckless in that inside line getting a nice jump on the restart. So we'll wait for any. Oh my lord, what was that? Little bit of carnage by the looks of it. Somebody got a little into the grass there on the restart. And there's carnage behind. So there are multiple cars off. But it looks like, holy Jesus, they're 4 wide. Okay, they're not 4 wide anymore. So everyone comes charging down into turn 3. Oh no, somebody's sideways. That's gonna bring a caution. As Snipe Killer, swarm of live bees off into the dirt. Absolute tragic turn of events for those drivers. Chris Ruiz looked to have been involved as well. Where did Taze go? Taze dropped all the way down to 11th. Reckless, your current race leader. Pace car's not moving. As Reckless and Valhalla fighting for the lead. Valhalla going through smoothly down the inside of Reckless through turn 3 and will retake the lead. Merle Dixon opting to pit. We're going to take a look at Taysbot moving back up into 6th position, hopefully with some cars in tow to get back into the top 5 and back onto the podium here. 43 laps down. Sorry, just handling some stuff on the side. Still watching Taze, about 1.2 back from Valhalla, Ghost Reaper, Adam, Smokey, and crew here. Valhalla and Reckless fighting pretty hard by the looks of it. Yeah, they were. Who is this? Lenny2 2010, welcome in. Got a lot of great action here. Road America East with Slide Job Motorsports round 10. Somebody off into the dirt. Looks like Adam LZ's trying to throw some trash out into the field. You play NASCAR? I kind of do. I haven't been able to play as much. Oh my goodness, Taze, what a dive! Oh my God, Learart into the pit, into the tire barrier, and the exit of 3. Jesus, Learart, he forgot to yeah, Learart dead. Learart getting into the wall there. My goodness gracious, buddy. Absolutely fried that car. That will not bring a caution out. As we're going to get back onto our battle for 4th position here. Looks like Taysbot picking up 2 positions, sorry, on that pass. Zodiac all over the tail end of Taze. Taze going up on 2 wheels. Oh my God, Taze! Into the wall! Taze almost got collected too. Yeah, famous last words there, Bing Bong. Taze almost eating the same pit wall that, oh my God, there's a wreck on the front stretch. That'll surely bring out a caution. Holy goodness gracious, there are cars everywhere on the back stretch. Woo, baby. Go Gen 3 LS. Storm, how's it going? Welcome in. Wow, what a turn of events here on lap 46. We watched Learart go into the wall. Then Taysbot went into the wall. And then all hell broke loose on that start-finish stretch. And there were cars spinning everywhere. All kinds of crazy stuff. Sorry, still handling some stuff on the side here. Wow. I think the mid-race fatigue has hit everybody, so everyone's going to be coming into the pits to get some fuel and tire for the rest of the race. Going to take a bit of a mental reset here as we get into the second half of the Road America East 187. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna get on our pace car here and see who all decides to pit. Bit of a deke there from Valhalla, getting a couple of cars in to pit lane. Oh my goodness. What I'm actually gonna go do while we are under caution is go take my pain medicine. And I will be... Who is this? Streambot? I don't want no damn Streambot. Get out of here. Alright. Alright, I will be right back. We're gonna see how the grid looks when I come back in about 10 to 15 seconds maybe. So, give me 1 second. Alright, right on time. I thought I muted my microphone, but I was wrong, but it's all good. Alright, as we are getting back into the race here. Ghost Reaper Valhalla on the front row, followed by Adam LZ, and my goodness, what a jump from Ghost Reaper here on the outside. Valhalla will contend the position as best as he is able to. Yeah. Tazebot running in third position now, picking up quite a few on the restart here. Fantastic position for Taze to be in, of course. He's been fighting all race to get into this position. They are packed up behind the leaders here, and we're definitely going to watch to see how this goes. So everybody gets through turn 3 smoothly. All over the place behind them. And we're going to turn our attention back to these front runners of Ghost Reaper, Valhalla, and Tazebot. 36 laps to go by the looks of it. Ghost Reaper running out in front. Valhalla in an AVM sandwich. Gets pinched out of that outside line to try and get a pass on Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper narrowly avoiding the grass by the looks of it. Tazebot getting pinched on the outside. They might go 3 wide into turn 3. I don't think any of these guys are going to pull out of the gas. We're going to see what happens here as they will go 3 wide into turn 3. This is nightmare fuel. Tazebot lunging into the lead. What a pass by Tazebot. My lord. He definitely closed his eyes and said, whatever happens, happens. Flicked the stick over, opened his eyes, and he was in the lead. Yeah, no disconnections either. Maybe the one. But still got 19 drivers here on the field. Now with 36 to go. So we will continue our coverage here. I just got another notification from somebody. As it looks like Ghost Reaper is going to fling to the outside to try and carry. Oh, a little bit of contact by Ghost Reaper to get around Valhalla there, trying to make it work on the outside there, and it looked to have paid off just a little bit, as now it is an AVM 1-2 here in round 10. Oh, we have a car stopped in the exit. Robert Voice Axe here. Looked like he got into the kitty litter. No damage by the looks of it either. Boys up front putting on a show. Yeah, they are. Goodness gracious. Do you want to check? No engine damage from Taze. No engine damage from Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper looked to have almost glitched into the ground by the looks of it. Maybe that was just a desync on my end, but they are definitely running these cars as hard as they can. Oh no, somebody's off. Ace on 240 off in the exit of turn 4. He will lose a couple of positions because of that. Let's get back on the battle for the lead here between Tazebot, Ghost Reaper, and Valhalla. Ghost Reaper trying to push his teammate away from Valhalla to get out of the draft, and it looks like they might have just broken the draft here. AC looks slow. I would have to double check. Ace probably has a bit of engine damage from that. So we're gonna check on the battle for third position, or battle for P3 here. Is a wild swarm of live bees has entered the chat. All over the bumper of Valhalla. Sorry, our leaders are side by side on the start-finish stretch. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh, there's a lapped car coming through, the number 67 car of Boss Racer Pro here. Throwing a bit of a, Oh no, as he gets spun by the leader, collects Taze and Ghost Reaper. So now Valhalla and Swarm of Bees will go through. That's an absolute disaster. Definitely not what Boss Racer Pro wanted to do. We'll try and rejoin safely here. Oh no, now Ghost Reaper. Honeybee's back on top, yeah. So now Ghost Reaper and Tazebot are gonna have to lock back in to regain all that time and effort that they spent since the restart to oh, they're under caution. Okay, so that brought out a caution. Man, that has to be frustrating to deal with. Trying to pass a lapped car and you end up spinning him, then you lose the lead because of it. But you know, all's fair in love and war here. Just absolutely heartbreaking to watch that happen. Our two front runners just broke the draft on Valhalla and Swarm of Live Bees just to catch lapped traffic, spin them, and then lose 2 positions because of that incident. Not a good time, but we're almost at the 20 lap, just over 30 laps, rooting for all of them. Yeah, Yeah, it's been a good run by all these guys. Um, it's been really entertaining to watch. I don't think we're gonna have anyone pit. And if they do, it might be their last pit stop of the race. 24%. I mean, I would. I wouldn't try and, I wouldn't chance it. I would take fuel top off, or take tires top off on fuel, and then absolutely send it. Depends on how many drivers decide not to pit just to get up into the top of the grid. Looks like Valhalla's thinking about it. Top 4 all go in. Reckless decides to stay out. Waterford decides to stay out. Visible Rocket decides to stay out. And Boss Racer Pro coming around. Stopped by the pit entry. Okay. We're gonna quickly check our fuel and tire of our leaders here. Wow, Reckless should have gone in. He is hurting on fuel and tire. Visible Rocket. He's doing pretty good with 0.3% engine damage. Oh, he's stuck? Uh-oh. I hope he's not stuck. Somebody's going... Dub's going to try and unstick him. You gotta give him a little more of a push. There you go. Good job, Dubs. MVP. Good job. We love to see it. Alrighty. I'll tell you what. I'm not excited for this restart. Looking at Reckless 5518's tires, and fuel. Not gonna be the greatest restart for Reckless. Unless pit road, of course, is closed because of, or if pit road is still open, I should say, because Dubs went back to assist, excuse me, Boss Racer Pro. Might be going back around to collect the rest of the field here, but this will, okay, looks like we're going to a delayed restart, waiting on Boss Racer Pro to come back around. Sorry, yeah, we are 30 laps to go now. Yep. Man. Ooh, excuse me. So I'm yawning all in everybody's face. I'm gonna quickly check a few things as well. Tazebot and Dubs driver of the day. Yeah, I agree with that. There goes Boss Racer getting his lap back. He's still has a long way to go to catch the grid. Can't can't really blame him. He was stuck after all. So they're definitely giving him a bit of a chance to catch up. So we'll go on board with Boss Racer Pro 199 here in the number 65+2 Toyota. And I don't think they're gonna wait another lap for him. They might. We'll definitely wait and see. The grid is doubled up. Dan is going into the pits. So it looks like they're gonna start without him. Hopefully he can hopefully he can catch up quick. Good news is he won't be caught into any of this chaos that I anticipate is going to happen on this restart. And away we go. Waterford with an insane jump on the leader. Probably due to the worn tires of Reckless 5518 here, as he will definitely be hurting through the corners, as Waterford will lead the race, followed by Valhalla, then Reckless, then Ghost Reaper, then Visible Rocket, and Tazebot 44. Tazebot with a unbelievable drive so far. So we're gonna watch our leaders here. So Valhalla might have gotten into the back of Waterford. Tazebot up into 5th position, already making waves through the field. Through the inside of Reckless into this top 4. Smokey getting a little loose on the exit of 4 under the start finish, and we're gonna see how this plays out with this top 5 all bunched up here. Somebody goes sliding off the track. That is Waterford goes sliding. I still hear some chaos. I don't know where it's coming from, but Waterford going off will bring Ghost Reaper into the lead, followed by Reckless. Tazebot into 3rd, being aggressively bump drafted by Waterford. Reckless getting the pass on Ghost Reaper. Ghost Reaper, of course, with the tire advantage here, defends first, and there goes Tazebot with a dive to the inside, trying to get around Reckless here to get back to his teammate, to get around Reckless, and then hook up with his teammate to go ahead and get around everybody and build a bit of a gap. There's a car coming off the pit lane. Couple of cars, as a matter of fact. We're going to check the fuel and tire of Reckless, as he is on minor tire wear, 9% fuel, as Tazebot will move into 2nd place and is now bump drafting his teammate, but Valhalla is also in the draft of them. They are definitely going to break out from the rest of the field here with less than 30 laps. We're about 26 to 27 laps to go. Tazebot with the move to the inside. We've seen that move work quite a bit through the rest of the race, taking a bit of an early apex through turn 4, but it is Valhalla that is behind Ghost Reaper. Reckless opting to go into pit lane now. Valhalla almost getting into the grass by the looks of it to get around these two. Tase to the inside of Ghost Reaper through turn 1, gets a little loose. Here comes Chris Ruiz. This is a 5-way battle for the lead. Chris Ruiz absolutely sends it up the inside, but doesn't pay off for him as he overcooked the entry just a little bit. That will cost everyone behind him some time, to our 2 front runners of Ghost Reaper and Tazebot. Tasebot all over the rear end of Ghost Reaper. Chris Ruiz with a almost looked like a desperation move into turn 3, but it has paid off so far. Valhalla dropping to 5th position, the race leader for the majority of the first half of the race. But now that has all changed, now that Ghost Reaper and Taze are running up front now. Quickly checking through the rest of the grid here. There's a car off. No, it's not Learart. It's Gen 3 LS. Looks like he got off track and into the wall just a little bit between turns 2 and 3, carrying a little bit of engine damage there. We're going to get back onto our battle for the lead here. So they come down the start-finish line with a pretty sizable freight train of cars behind them. Bit of carnage at the exit of turn 4 as Robert Voisax looked to have been slowed just a little bit as well. Taze trying to get around his teammate Ghost Reaper here will opt for the outside line. Ghost Reaper going super wide for the entry, trying to give him a little bit of space without having to lift. And Tasebot will be your race leader. A little bit of action behind the leaders as Chris Ruiz and Zodiac get a little sideways, a little bit of bump and grind action there. Out of turn 4 as Valhalla will sail through the pair of them, followed by Smokey as well, back up into the top 5. Smokey defending aggressively. And is going to try and hold on to the draft of Valhalla here. 0.6 of a second back. Definitely have help from the draft, and then the bump draft from Zodiac here as he breaks away from that draft, taking a bit of a wider line. Here comes Zodiac to the inside, backing out, almost getting spun by Chris Ruiz through turn 3. Chris Ruiz getting past Zodiac as I clicked by it the second it happened. Chris Ruiz on the inside. Definitely taking a more aggressive line through there, but unfortunately lost quite a bit of time on Zodiac. Zodiac, of course, being on the outside of turn 1, getting through turn 2 without any issues and well into the draft of BTR Smokey. Still has to worry about the counterattack from Chris Ruiz here, as he takes a bit of a wider line. No moves to be done here. Smokey and Valhalla off into the kitty litter. They will lose positions. Now there is a incredible gap between second and third, a 5.5 second gap as we come on to 20 laps to go here. Uh-oh. That's going to bring out a caution. Chris Ruiz into the tire barrier. My goodness gracious. Looks like Smokey was, defending heavily. Chris Ruiz tried to force the forced the pass to happen, but he ended up getting the worst end of that deal. We'll see how much damage Chris Ruiz had, as he has no damage, narrowly avoiding a costly mistake there, going around the outside of Waterford. And that will bring out a caution, as we are on the forbidden number of 65 plus 2. I'm not sure what happened between Smokey and Ruiz there, but my goodness. That was Valhalla damage. Let's check. Valhalla has no damage. Valhalla just went off into the kitty litter, so they won't get a whole lot of, or any damage for that matter, just going off into there. It just looks like both Valhalla and I think it was Smokey kind of took turn 3 a bit fast, for lack of a better term. Oh man. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a quick voice break as we come into the last 20 laps of the race here. This is caution number 4. Bumpy road of off turn 1 was giving engine damage in practice yesterday. Yeah. That happens when you bounce off the limiter. Again, Waterford not hitting, paused by the looks of it. I'm not sure why they have passed the pace car. Because the pace car is all the way back here. So I don't know what is going on. Reckless the only one behind the pace car. So I'm not sure what these guys are doing. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick voice break and we'll be back. Alright, I am back. I was wondering the same thing as you. I think they're trying to pick up Gen 3 LS here, and it looks like they did, so our pace car should be moving momentarily. PP brake? Okay, gotcha. So I guess I'm gonna go on another break as well, and I'll come back right as the pace car starts moving again. All right, we're back again. Field's moving, or at least majority of the field is. Trying to get him pushed along here. They're trying to push him along. Oh no, don't spin him. Sir, plane. Trying to steer him along. Looks like they got him boxed in. Got a hot pursuit here with Reckless 5518. Officers Ghost Reaper and Tazebot trying to box him in. Ace on 240 covering the rear of this errant car. Doesn't look like Reckless is stopping anytime soon. Now it looks like Ghost Reaper is taking the lead of the pursuit and will try and put the brakes on him to apprehend the suspect. And looks like they got him stopped. Oh, the shenanigans. The suspect has been apprehended, yeah. He's gonna come back to his computer or his Xbox and be like, how did I move a half mile down the track? Oh, he's back. All right. That's funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are 18 laps to go at this point in the race. I think everyone has made their last round of pit stops. Visible Rocket, your race leader, ahead of Waterfur. Or I think Waterfur is the race leader. Stone Cold Steve tires, yeah, right? Ice Cold tires, a long run up into turn 1. What could possibly go wrong here? As we are underway, 18 laps to go here, round 10 of the Slide Job Motorsports NASCAR series. Your current top 5 is Waterfur, Visible Rocket, Reckless, Snipe Killer, Tazebot. There's a bit of shuffling for position here as Waterfur will lead us onto the backstretch. Tazebot all the way into second place. Ghost Reaper trying to make up some time. Oh my goodness, there's carnage on the restart as Adam LZ is all over the grass. They are 4 wide in front of them, 3 wide into turn 1, or turn 3 rather. Oh no, somebody's about to die. Yep, there goes somebody off into the barrier. That's Merle Dixon. Gets absolutely yeeted and deleted in turn 3. Oh, there's more carnage as Reckless dives into the pits. We're still green as Waterfur and Tazebot will battle for the lead. Tazebot going through without issue. Ghost Reaper trying to get around Waterfur here. Can't quite get it done. As Ghost Reaper will try and get a move on the inside of Waterfur. Try and get the draft of his teammate out in front. And hold on to that position through turn 3. Waterford definitely has the advantage here and will yield the position. Unfortunately, go off into the grass. We'll hold on to it. We'll lose 2 positions because of it. And here's Swarm of Live Bees in Valhalla in 3rd and 4th place, as we are now 16 laps to go here. Something happened to Smokey as well. I think Smokey got caught up into whatever happened Is there some stopped cars on the front stretch? Might go to caution next time by. It's Tazebot with a commanding lead over Ghost Reaper. Valhalla and Swarm of Live Bees going side by side into turn number 3. We will see Valhalla with the advantage. Hopefully doesn't run Swarm of Live Bees off the track, and doesn't, thankfully. As there looks to be a stopped car, or a slow-moving car on the start-finish line. Hopefully Merle Dixon doesn't shuffle this top 4 too much, as our leaders come through turn 1. Top 5 as of right now is Tazebot, Ghost Reaper, Valhalla, Swarm of Live Bees, and Waterfur. So we see our leaders passing Merle Dixon there on the back stretch without much issue. Tazebot going into turn 3, followed closely behind by Ghost Reaper. Valhalla and Swarm of Live Bees trying to stay in contention for the podium here. Or I'm sorry, Swarm trying to stay in contention for the podium here, as our top 4 have just completely run off from the rest of the grid. I think we have another slow car. We do not. Car coming out of pit lane. 14 laps to go. Valhalla currently running in 3rd. Looks like Valhalla is potentially just buying their time here, as Zodiac might have a pass on... Zodiac does have a pass on Waterfur. Unsure of what happened through turn 2, but Waterfur's lost 2 positions there. Valhalla not far behind of Ghost Reaper here, as we are 13 laps to go and under caution. Under caution again. Oh, excuse me as I shuffle around in my chair. It's really coming down to the wire for the top 5 here, and it's only going to get that much more interesting, of course, as we head to a restart. I don't believe any of these drivers are going to pit this time by. Kind of want to hold what you got right now and not have to run the gamble and then have to then run the gambit through the rest of the field for the remaining. I think we're going to have 10 to go as we come green here. Whoa, buddy. Still anybody's race, of course. I would have joined if I didn't have work so early in the morning. Yeah, Rakowski, how's it going? Welcome in. It's been an action-packed race so far. Valhalla trying to throw the deke on somebody. Gets a couple of guys to go in. Yeah, we're gonna be 10 to go, or 10 to the white flag, so 11 to go on the restart. Still very much anybody's game. It looks like Tazebot is bump drafting the pace car. Interesting. That is a diabolical paint job, Taze. My lord. Tazebot will choose the inside, putting his teammate Ghost Reaper on the outside right by him. Ghost Reaper with a little bit of a tap. Valhalla with a bit of a revenge tap and then some. A little bit of fighting between second and third place, all in good fun. Rakowski, thanks for the follow there, brother. I gotta have an unbelievable 92 followers, 8 away from 100, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for the follow. Be sure to go ahead and click the link in the panels right below the screen. That'll take you to my YouTube channel. I still have to upload last week's races, I just remembered. But as the VOD expires on my Twitch, you'll be able to rewatch the races on my YouTube channel, which is drice_gaming, because Dr. Ice_gaming was taken for some reason. And here we go. We're gonna be 11 laps to go in the race. Tazebot, Ghost Reaper on the front row, followed by Swarm of Live Bees and Valhalla. Looks like Ghost Reaper got the better jump. Hopefully there's not chaos ensuing in turn one. We're definitely going to be taking a look. And it looks like there... Oh my goodness, there is. A bunch of cars got absolutely sent. Boss Racer Pro caught into it. Merle Dixon just left. Chris Ruiz caught into it. Visible Rocket. And I think Learart coming out of that unscathed. As there's our faithful duo. I'll be here for Sunday's race. Okay. I don't think I'm streaming Sunday's race. But I wish you the best of luck in Sunday's race. What happened to Valhalla and Swarm of Live Bees? Smokey's up into third place with 10 laps to go here. Waterford in fourth. Swarm and Valhalla down into fifth and sixth. Swarm getting a little loose on the exit there. Valhalla running a bit wide. There's some stopped cars. Dubs looks like... Oh my god! Robert voice acts almost pushing Dubs to his absolute death, as Dubs looks like to have gotten stuck there. Yeah, Smokey holding true in third place right now, running off into the dirt. But Tazebot and Ghost Reaper will continue to lead the race in a dominating fashion here. Looks like Valhalla might have had a run on Waterford. Got the door slammed on him through here. Trying to get to the inside. Oh my goodness, a double dive. Valhalla with an aggressive move up into third place. Smokey will lose 3 positions because of it. Now it's a drag race between Waterford and Valhalla for third place. Valhalla catching the grass on the... Oh, Smokey hanging the tail end out in 5th. Or 6th, rather. A lot of action here as we come to 7 to go now. Or 8 to go. 7? 7 to go. Yeah, 7. Tazebot's still your race leader. Quickly refresh this. As Ghost Reaper continues to build the... or assist Taze in building the lead from the cars behind. Swarm of Live Bees and up into 3rd place. Zodiac and Waterford side by side into turn 3. Somebody just went sliding through. Smokey's out. James Dean joined the group. Something happened to Smokey and he's decided he's had enough. Unfortunate turn of events for Smokey. Smokey was doing so good. Waterford's just stopped. Not sure what has happened with Waterford. Complete and utter destruction from Waterford. Holy goodness gracious. I would imagine Waterford and Smokey got into it. Let me check the, Let me check the chat here to see what in the heck just happened. Ghost Reaper... Oh, Ghost Reaper sending me a message. Just been told that chat in race has been going absolutely nuts. Swarm of Live Bees continues to be in 3rd place. The 4-second gap to Taze and Ghost Reaper. Let's check on our leaders here. So I think we have 5 laps to go. Absolute heartbreaking end of the race for Smokey. As I heard death and destruction. I couldn't see who it was, but I'd imagine it was Smokey because he dropped a lot of positions and then left. Ghost Reaper and Tazebot still bumper to bumper here on the front stretch. Swarm of Live Bees and SJM Zodiac fighting for 3rd place. 5th all the way, or Valhalla 2.5 seconds down almost in 5th place. So I think we might have our running order here minus our two AVM drivers up front, as we have 5 to go now on the race. Only 5 minutes and some change. It looks like Reckless has gotten into the wall by the looks of it, and has... We're gonna check his damage real quick. No damage coming off the wall. Tough Chevrolet that Reckless is driving. Check back in on our leaders here for the race. Swarm 3 seconds back. Zodiac not far behind Swarm. Valhalla is only hemorrhaging time in 5th. 4 to go here at Road America East. I would imagine all bets are going to be off here in the last three or four laps as the race slowly winds down to an end after a disastrous wreck from Smokey taking him out of the race. Same with Waterford, which put him basically a lap down. I think we had another car lose a couple of positions here. I think it was Learart into the grass. Ghost Reaper feigning a move on Taze there to try and get around him. Tazebot, of course, the points leader, has won basically all but 3 races. Let me check the race winnings here, the race winners for season 1. Took the win at Daytona, took the win at Eagle Rock, took the win at Sunset, took the win at Indy. Ghost Reaper taking the win at Homestead of round 5. Learard winning the Daytona Tree 50. Taze winning at Watkins. Didn't see a winner for Homestead. Arrow winning at Sebring Shore with a last second pass on Tazebot, as we will have 2 to go next time by between these 2 drivers. Swarm of Live Bees sitting comfortably in 3rd place. About a half second behind them is Zodiac, who is trying everything they can to get up to the bumper of Swarm and pass to get that podium position. 2 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost complete. It's Waterford yielding to our... Ooh, Ghost Reaper almost turning his teammate there. Oh my god, and he does! Ghost Reaper dumping his teammate in turn 2. Oh my god. That could not have been on purpose, as here comes Swarm and Zodiac trying to capitalize on that. Oh my lordy. And now the gap that these 2 had has dwindled, as I think Ghost Reaper's lifting a little bit to give him the lead, as we are now on the final lap. White flag. Oh my goodness gracious. As I think Ghost Reaper's gonna give it back to him here. Completely turned him here on the exit of turn 2. So I think he's making him fight for it, honestly. So hopefully they don't get tongue-tied here at the final lap. Coming into turn 3 for the final time. Tazebot here. Hard onto the brakes. Ghost Reaper hard onto the brakes. What happened to Ghost Reaper? Ghost Reaper's in the wall! Ghost Reaper's hit the wall. Oh my goodness, that will cost him a podium. Cost him the win. And Tazebot, after getting dumped by his teammate, will take the win. Who is gonna stop this man? Swarm of Live Bees into 2nd place, followed by Zodiac, and then Valhalla in 4th. Ghost Reaper dropping into 5th after overcooking that turn 3 braking zone and getting into the wall. What a wild, wild finish here, as we're gonna get our top 3 here into... Actually, we're gonna wait for the rest of the competitors. The rest of the competitors to finish the race. Ghost Reaper finishing in 5th, followed by Snipe Killer, Chris Ruiz in 7th, Adam LZ in 8th, Visible Rocket in 9th, Learard in 10th, Reckless 5518 in 11th, Gen 3 LS 79 in 12th, Boss Racer Pro in 13th, Ace on 240 in 14th, Dub 1775, who is this? Still have a couple laps to go for Dubs, Waterford, and Robert Voisax here. And 70 laps for a pace car. Just kidding. Pace car doesn't have to finish a race. We're gonna go and grab our top 3 in here real quick for some post-race interviews. We're gonna go to GT3 race day, and it looks like Arrow has beat me to it. So has Ghost Reaper. Going to get Tazebot in here. And Zodiac if he is interested. Let me go ahead and get Zodiac and Taze. Okay, so Taze is in here, so we're waiting on... Is Zodiac in here? I don't think so. Do what? Gotcha. Why is water in here? Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Alrighty. So we are here with our top 3. Top 2. Yeah, top 3, and then 5th place driver. Is Zodiac in here? Am I being blind? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alrighty, let me go ahead and include my Discord audio. So let's talk with Taze. Almost didn't win it. Congratulations on the win, of course. Walk us through how your race went, because we noticed you started all the way at the back of the grid.
Yeah, so I went ahead and qualified. So basically, me and Dubs talked it over. Just because of the points deficit to everybody else, I would start in the back, but if I did get pole, I would still get the point. So no matter, we just did that for fun. I kind of wanted to do it until I realized it was 20 people, and then I realized it was too late, so I'm doing it anyways. But the first 2 restarts, I got rammed from both behind each single time, so I had damage. The first one, I just thugged it out, got that caution. The second one, I pitted right away after that happened. I was all over the place that whole race, and then eventually, by the I would say 3/4 of that race, I eventually got to the leaders. Mostly the top 5 was about the same lap times for most of that race, so it was hard to really get anywhere. Once we got that final restart, I kind of knew where it was gonna go, just because of who was there and what was gonna happen. With the ghost thing, it was nothing intentional. It was just hard racing. We both talked it over, and he waited for the line for the last lap just for a fair fight, and then we both took it really, really, really deep into turn 3. So that kind of struck
Yes,
some
yes, you guys did.
controversial stuff right there. Yeah, I mean it was overall a great race for me, except for the damage, but there's a lot of things we need to work on, especially from driver individuals, but it's season 1. We'll eventually figure it out.
Awesome. Yeah, congratulations on the win. Now let's go over to Swarm of Live Bees, aka Mr. and Mrs. Honeybees in a trench coat. Congratulations on the 2nd place finish. Walk us through how your race went.
So I joined practice really late, and I was already half a second slower than Taze, but I knew over the course of the race that that I would be able to get my flow. So I didn't worry too much about qualifying, and then Taze said that he wanted to start in the back, so I thought that was a bit of a godsend for me. And I was having a pretty good race for the most part, but there were I don't know, there was something in the air today. There were a lot of really aggressive drivers, and I like each caution I had to, one little tap here and there, I got, dropped back a few positions, and I was constantly fighting my way up the field. And I don't know how Taze, got past all those really aggressive guys, but I applaud him for winning again. We had a close one again. I feel like if I could have gotten past the other people, I could have given him a run for his money. But it does make sense that he won today. He said during the race that this was his best track, so it's kind of cool that we have that little dichotomy of the situation from last week where it was my best track, and now this week it's his best track. But yeah, I just have fun racing with Taze. He's a great driver.
Absolutely, and congratulations on
Oh, and I
this.
have my moral support here again, my fiance.
Nice.
She's buzzing.
Buzzing.
Positively buzzing with this second place finish.
Say a bee pun.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
Oh my.
Yeah, congratulations on that. So I see Zodiac just joined in. So Zodiac,
Yeah, I'm in the currently, my bad.
no, you're good. Yeah, congratulations on that third place finish. Walk us through how your race went.
You want my honest opinion?
Keep it clean, but of course keep it honest.
I wanted to intentionally wreck like 5 of them that kept doing me dirty. I kept getting pushed off the track into the grass, and Snipe, or whatever his name is, ended up wrecking me. I went down to last and somehow got my way back up there to the front.
Gotcha. Well, that keeping your composure definitely paid off for that third place finish. So congratulations with that. So we do have Ghost Reaper in here as well. We got to bring up a little bit of the controversy there with you and Taze. So walk us through that turn 2, that incident at turn 2, right before the white flag lap.
Yeah, I knew I didn't have a whole lot of time left to make a move, and I decided, why not? I see a gap, I'll take it. Sent it a little too hard and got into him. I jammed the brakes, trying not to spin him out, and he still spun out. So I waited for him, tried to give him a fair shot for the fight, for the win. Fight him really, really hard to not let him by, and then turn 3 braking zone got me. We sent her
Yeah.
a little too hard there too, and just couldn't stop.
Yep. Overcooked the braking zone just a little bit there, but yeah, congratulations on 5th place there.
Yeah, sucks because I ran faster time than he did, so I had that extra point too.
Yeah.
Off my draft.
Yeah.
Off the draft. I ran my one flat .6 without draft. I don't want to hear it.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and mute and deafen the channel and go ahead and wrap up the stream. Thanks everybody for swinging by for the post race interviews.
Hey, thanks for streaming it, man.
Yeah, no worries. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was our top 3 and our 5th place finisher for the race. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to Rakowski's 34, Austin Hurt 992 for the follow. We're up to 93. We are 7 followers away from 100. This is funny background video to make livery to. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the follows. So close to 100. Don't forget to click the link in the panel below to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm a week behind on well, I need to get last week's race uploaded as well onto the channel, so go ahead and subscribe and Be sure to get those notifications, check those out, drop a like, a comment, tell your friends about the stream, tell your friends about the channel. Thank you guys so much. Tomorrow I'm going to be live on Tora Live as the Tora Touring Car Revival series goes to, I believe it is Mid-Ohio, for the... Let me pull it up. For the 4th round of the series. So I'll be live 8 p.m. Central Time and potentially 2 p.m. Central as well, depending on availability. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I've been your host, Dr. Ice. Yeah, have a good one.
XVI. XVI.